Shut up! The time was a century ago, and I can still remember that fateful stagecoach trip. Oh. Why, hello there. It's nice to meet you.
The pleasure's mine, man.
Where are you headed?
And me and my daughter are heading to Oregon to start a new life.
Indeed, I'm mighty excited. Oh, and who is this?
After that. Okay.
Are we done?
Oh, him? He's just my good-for-nothing slave.
Your slave?
But of course, slaves are needed to keep society functioning. And we might as well put these Negroes to good use.
But he isn't even colored.
He is albino.
Both of his parents were colored, so he was born into slavery more than anything. How small-minded of you, in my opinion.
Do you disagree with my views, ma'am?
I must say I do, sir. Slavery is wrong in every way.
Do you have any idea how important it is that slavery exists? It is because of slavery that you are wearing the clothes you wear right now. It's possible that my slave right here picked the cotton that made it.
Orton, it's the very notion of slavery that is pulling civilization apart, not together. All you want is money, and you use intimidation and pain to get it. Just because this person was born a different color does not make you a greater person.
I beg to differ. The white man was put on this earth to think, and the black man was put on this earth to work.
There's no difference between you and him. We're all humans, and your selfish greed does not suffice as justifiable reason to accept this way of life.
I don't know what kind, who, and nearly you just said, but I have the right to own slaves on my plantation, and I have the right to do what I wish to them.
But
don't push your luck, man.
oh. Yeah. Father, please don't.
If she says another disrespectful thing to me, I will pull this trigger.
Sorry about that, sir.
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am.
Oh my goodness, you scared me.
Sorry, ma'am. I only wanted to thank you for standing up for my rights, ma'am.
It is what I believe in.
You don't look like a woman who's been around many slaves, ma'am.
Actually, I did know one slave once. His name was Uncle Tom. I actually wrote a book about that lad.
I think I heard my master talking about that book, ma'am. It made him pretty angry, ma'am.
Oh, I can imagine. The book is about a black man who refuses to betray his fellow slaves at the cost of his life. His good Christian morals help to lead him through a harsh period of his life, even though he's constantly beaten and such.
Thank you, ma'am, for letting know the voice of the slaves.
'Tis the least I could do.
Surely, though, it is a risky business. What with all that anti-slavery and whatnot, ma'am.
Oh, it certainly was. In the first year of being published, it sold more than 300,000 copies here in America and 200,000 in England.
Whoa! I certainly wish I could read so I could enjoy that book, ma'am.
Well, it's almost morning. We best get to sleep.
I'd just like to thank you one more time, ma'am.
Once again, 'twas the least I could do.
This is awkward. It's a party.
Good morning. How are you?
Well, ma'am. And yourself?
I'm fine. The name is Harriet, by the way.
Jack Dawson.
Oh, what a handsome name.
Thank you, ma'am.
Why, hello there, Jack. It's nice to meet you. Now tell me, why are you heading out west?
Just looking to start a new life, sir.
How quaint. What you been doing with your life out there?
Well, I'm an artist, sir. I spent a large part of my life in France drawing subjects there. But now I realize that I need money to eat. So I'll probably be farming, because I'm not too good at anything other than art.
Well, I must say, you came from France at a very bad time. The South has seceded from the Union, and most everything is in turmoil.
Secession?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Why did the South secede?
Okay. Well, first South Carolina seceded on December 20th, and 10 states seceded after that. They seceded because Lincoln won, and his political views did not match theirs. If you ask me, they were completely right. That Abe Lincoln is crazier than a sack of hammers.
Only 10 states?
Yes, they went beyond. They went on to become the Confederacy.
Confederacy?
Indeed, rumor has it that was brewing up.
Oh dear Lord, I came here at the wrong time, I suppose.
Yes, secession was not a good thing for this nation. If only Abraham Lincoln had never been elected.
Oh, please. Abraham Lincoln was the best thing to happen to this nation in a very long time.
I do believe my name is being mentioned.
Oh my
Has
goodness,
been
it's
mentioned.
Abraham Lincoln.
The president you were just speaking of?
Indeed.
Oh, Mr. President, I must tell you I admire you ever so much.
Why, thank you, dear. Did you follow the election?
Oh, I most certainly did, sir. It was riveting, especially how there were practically 2 elections.
Now that I think of it, I suppose there were.
It was you versus Douglas in the north and Breckinridge versus Bell in the south.
I see you were paying close attention to the election, ma'am.
I must say, your policy on slavery was very smart, about how it couldn't extend into the territories. Very smart way of suffocating it.
All due respect, Mr. President. I disagreed with it. Slavery is one of the principles our country is built on, and we need to allow it to spread with our nation.
I was just doing what I thought would be best of me in my position to win. I actually have a much more radical view on slavery.
When you beat Douglas and Breckinridge beat Bell, I knew that you would end up victorious.
And I did! Thank you for your support, ma'am. I don't believe I caught your name.
Harriet Beecher Stowe, sir.
So you were that little woman who wrote that book that started this great war.
Excuse me?
Oh, don't act so surprised. We all know that this nation is headed for a civil war, with all this secession and whatnot.
I can't stand around doing nothing while my president talks of treason. He doesn't even believe in our country.
Go.
No!
Yeah.
Oh no, I think he's dead!
Come on, Daddy, let's get out of here. Get out.
Oh no, he's dead.
He died for what he truly believed in.
Oh, what an eventful trip that was.